Good morning, and welcome to Thought for the Day for Tuesday, the 12th of April. The two Old Testament passages for today, Psalm 27 and Lamentations chapter 3, verses 1 to 18, both carry a theme of hope in the midst of affliction. Whilst the New Testament reading from Luke chapter 22, verses 39 to 53, details Jesus' prayer to his Father on the Mount of Olives following the Last Supper and his betrayal and arrest. At the time, this must have seemed anything but hope for the future, but we have knowledge of Easter Sunday and the hope that this brings to all. I've chosen Psalm 27 for this thought for the day, as the first verse really resonates with me. The theme of this psalm is God's offer of help for today and hope for the future. Unwavering confidence in God is our antidote to fear and loneliness. We all experience fear at some points in our lives, and maybe over many different things. But we can conquer fear by trusting in the Lord, who is the light and salvation, the opening words of Psalm 27. So here is the psalm. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked advance against me to devour me, it is my enemies and foes who will stumble and fall. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. For in the day of trouble, he will keep me safe in his dwelling. He will hide me in the shelter of his sacred tent and set me high upon a rock. Then my head will be exalted above the enemies that surround me. At his sacred tent, I will sacrifice with shouts of joy. I will sing and make music to the Lord. Hear my voice when I call, Lord. Be merciful to me and answer me. My heart says of you, seek his face. Your face, Lord, I will seek. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my helper. Do not reject me or forsake me, God my Saviour. Though my father and mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me. Teach me your way, Lord. Lead me in a straight path because of my oppressors. Do not hand me over to the desires of my foes, for false witnesses rise up against me, spouting malicious accusations. I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. There are essentially three parts to this psalm, and some have even suggested that this was originally two psalms. David begins with praise in verses 1 to 6, whilst there is more of a lament in verses 7 to 12, before ending in verses 13 and 14 with praise. This cycle mirrors what we often find in our own lives. We praise, we meet times of uncertainty and doubt, and with God's help, we move forward to praise again. I know that I have found this to be the case in my own life when I have had periods of feeling stressed or depressed before coming out of the other side, rooted in faith and stronger. Psalm 121 has been my go-to on these occasions. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Psalm 27 encourages us to keep praying when the way is dark, having the confidence that God will not abandon us, even if those close to us seem to have done so. If God seems to be absent, this does not mean he has abandoned us. It is the fear talking, and we need to fight to stay in our relationship with God, remembering the times when he did not forget us. We can find it easy to trust in our wisdom, our experience, our friends. But as with David, there is greater strength by trusting in the Lord. David did not always receive immediate answers or help when he called out to God, but he knew from God's past help that he could expect to be helped. By coincidence, or perhaps not, Nicky Gumbel's Bible in 1 year for today was about the 8 things that really matter to God. Trust was number 1 on the list, then courage, with the thought that sometimes we might look to take decisions based on fear, and went on to quote Nelson Mandela, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." If you are not already familiar with Bible in 1 year, I would warmly recommend this. Above all, Psalm 27 invites us to believe in the goodness of the Lord, as it says in verse 13, waiting with courage and hope for the fear or whatever storm of life you may be facing to pass. Wherever you are at today, I hope that you can take inspiration from the words of Psalm 27, that the Lord is our light and salvation. We need not fear, and that we can be strong. Take heart and wait for the Lord in confidence of his goodness and his plan for us. Have a blessed day.